how Vichy decimated Secret.
Why? What happened, Ben? Why?
I think he's
King,
good.
we were talking about how he was...
People like the tanky supports now.
Mantis King. Or, I guess, Fogged.
I am waiting for the day Fog plays his Mantis King again. I think he has been denied. He's been obviously repping his 5 role, but Fog plays a really mean 4. Let me tell you what.
No, his Earthshaker's on point. His Sand King's on point.
Yeah.
I mean, he knows how to play those heroes. He's damn good at the position mode.
He knows how to play Wisp and a...
That's true.
Yeah, he plays a great Wisp.
Great Wisp.
Io, Skyrath. I mean...
Disruptor.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Oh,
good
yeah,
too.
yeah. They go for the Lich instead, though. That's going to be their choice. The Ogre Lich. So they're more about getting the Phantom Assassin some farm, securing it. I don't know if I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan. And they're trying to, like, Team Secret, this is the way they won the first game against EG. They had so much team fight. It was so difficult to deal with.
I like the Lich. Believe it or not, the Lich... Look at this guy. Hold on a second here. How you doing, my friend?
Hello there.
Wow.
Hello,
Sorry.
good sir.
What a surprise.
That was Bruno, by the way.
Well, they want the Lich
Lich
for the anti-BKB Enigma.
Yeah, dude, I was going to say it first, and I was going to look good. Why'd you have to say
Bruno
that?
stole your moment.
Yeah, I know. Bruno. God. I was going to be like, I like the Lich because, yeah, you got the Enigma on the team. Whether BKB or not, he could just sit in the back and be like, I'm waiting, buddy. You throw up that hole, I'm going to have this right in your face, and you're going to be a sad
But there's also
sad
other
boy.
things that you can do, like, you know, Anaga supports decent.
The bonus armor helps against Vengeful's Wave. You know, there's little niches here, extra buffs for your PA to kind of thrive on later.
It's really going to come down
dominance.
to it's going to come down to, as it always does, Smash just destroying the laning phase.
I think
and
PA
going
is
from there.
really important too.
I mean, yeah.
Well, see, even with Lich, I would imagine that the Morph could have still been a great pick this game.
I know.
Yeah.
Instead of PA.
Yeah.
So
You know,
good.
it would have been good. So hopefully that's not something that comes back to bite them on their not today butt. That's what's butt in Spanish? Caboose?
Dude,
No.
you're looking at the wrong guy, man.
Come on, guys. Really? You don't know at all?
Bruno's right
Oh,
there.
I know.
Bruno's right
it's,
there.
Oh, I know it. I know it. Yeah, I'll figure of it later. Right in the middle, like 15 minutes of the game, I'll be like, got it!
Just yell it out.
Butt in Spanish, I know.
Team Secret go for the Juggernaut, though. This is going to be their choice. And Kuro Jugger. Very exciting.
Culo. Culo.
Is that what it is?
That's what it is.
I don't
I
believe
swear.
you. I don't believe you.
Yeah, it is. If I say, like, chupa mi culo, suck my butt. I told you, my kitchen Spanish is terrible.
All right. Well, the Juggernaut coming out from Team Secret.
I thought you were saying how to pronounce Kuroki. I was like, what?
No.
And
You're,
it's like,
you're
huh?
gone.
No,
dude.
he figured it out. Don't worry. We
I'm
got
confused.
I got it. I got it. Juggernaut, last grab. I love it. It's spicy. The Pico de Gallo is very much real here with Team Secret. I love it, man.
Yeah.
I love it, Ben.
That voice.
That's like my intense drafting, like serious ending man kind of a. And now the Lich is going to be complete here. Team Secret taking on Not Today.
They have a really good push.
Yeah, this is. I mean, they had the Enigma. I think they had that in the first. No, that was Zaya Enigma coming out. Or who had the Enigma?
Oh, immediate pause.
Because I can't remember because of the freaking.
It's Arcana.
No, I started NEO.
I think it's. No, it's. He's like. At all.
Yeah.
I think it's very weak. Like Black Hole, Omni Slash, Brewmaster, Tide. These are all heroes that you don't really want to deal with as a Phantom Assassin.
She's gotta
So
get
I
forced to pick up some survivability before she can.
Well, even if she gets BKB, she still gets owned.
Yeah,
Omni
exactly.
Slash Black Hole will both destroy her.
I'm not necessarily a huge. It's not necessarily PA for me. I think it's the Lich. I think that you could have comboed that. Or it's like either the Lich and like another hero, or just a different support altogether. I don't know if I really like the Lich in this draft, but I also like the fact that Secret I think they have a better draft. They have a better team fight. Puppy gets the Enigma because, let's be honest, Puppy's Enigma is actually disgusting.
I like it. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've seen the
thing.
12 tangos. He's invested a lot.
Yep, that boy.
He wants to eat some freeze, man. He's a vegetarian.
It's like the greens. Got the goods right here. So we're gonna get finally back and underway here. So no team either looking to, no pressure in the jungle. They're not looking to ward, and they didn't go with their own personal greedy support lineup. So it looks like Secret are gonna have the time of their life as far as finding farm in the jungle.
Is this an aggressive try? I think so.
It looks like it might be.
That's cool.
The aggressive dueling coming out, because I think the Enigma is going to head to the jungle at some point.
All right. Uh-oh. Block's not there. Uh-oh. Well, he does get the one sacrifice that will benefit Evo a little bit here. And they'll probably roll with this dual lane, I'd imagine, for a little while here to try to add pressure here on S4's Panda. So
I really like the fact that they're dual laning down bottom because they want to put pressure on the Invoker, who is not very good early on. He has no, I mean, like you have Quas to regen up, and that's fine. But I mean,
well, we don't know whether it's going to be Quas Wex or Quas X.
That's true.
I say most likely Quas Wex.
Okay.
Because it's really good versus Panda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I've only seen Smash run Quas.
Go Quas right off the bat.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah,
I think
it's gonna be Quas Wex.
I haven't seen his Invoker that many times, but of the times that I have seen it, it's been Quas Wex.
Kuroki, though, does have the spin if needed. Look at this. Big Daddy steps forward. Magic Missile on the smash and the spin. Look at that glorious-looking animation right now. And, uh-oh, this could be your early first blood, and it will be. Kuroki gets it done. Freddy smashed.
That's what I'm talking about. What do you do in that situation? You get Magic Missile, you get spun on.
You don't let him walk into melee range?
I mean, I guess so, but it's still not going to be great for you.
Well, he also just needs to level up a little bit more so he gets a couple levels of Wex. Once he gets Wex in face, he can just run away.
Were they not expecting? Look, Big Daddy came out of the woodwork right there from behind. It looked like that just caught him by surprise.
I think he had time to run away. I didn't think it was going to kill him. I didn't think it'd do enough damage, but
he has boots first, right? Or maybe not. I'm not sure. There's boots first and no tail. He does have the Magic Missile, and so, I mean, regardless, they get the kill, and that's huge. And on top of that, they didn't ward Puppy's jungle, so he's going to have a great time here. Seba's going to get plenty in the offlane. He's up against the Furion, although he can harass him down kind of effectively with his right-click and treants. This shouldn't be a problem for Seba to get farm.
Yeah. So
they just need to get a lot. They just need to wait for like level 2 on Invoker, and then they can always get a counter kill on Venge, and then just TP down too with Nature's Prophet. Maybe they were expecting TP earlier. I'm not exactly sure, but it's not that bad.
Not too bad, but not today. They're going to try to at least make the best of this mid lane. But oh, my back! He gets hit with a Magic Missile and the clap, and has to step back, throws out the Fire Blast, trying to get away from this one. Oh my god, I have to drag this club, and I'm so freaking slow. Trying to get away from this one. Big Daddy hunts him down. He's got his own pair of boots. The second Magic Missile is going to connect. Can he get a few more right clicks here? 2 more, maybe?
It's Ogre, dude.
Yeah, he's healing up. That guy. 7 armor.
They're actually going for a kill on him, though. Okay, actually, Fox running the wrong way. JK.
Oh, God. Let's cut him off. Here comes Ewo. He's got the Stifling Dagger. He's going to use it. He's going to jump with the Phantom Strike. No tail. Oh, the body blocks. Let me through, please. No, Ewo wants this kill. The Frost Blast comes in, and they're going to get the kill. Boom. Pierre Arcana. Beautiful. Gets a kill.
Not today. Get themselves on the board. They make it 1 for 1, and it is just a takedown and a little Vengeful Spirit, but still, not today. Happy to get that little bit of extra momentum for themselves, and they could certainly use it.
Yeah, I mean, that's just Ogre being Ogre, man.
Man, he is hard to take down.
He's fat and rather tanky. Oh, well.
Well, not taking it neutrals apparently there, Mott, but it was a value that he did buy out everything and just takes a quick express trip to the fountain. That efficiency, right?
I'm all about that efficiency.
I know you are, dude.
Yeah. So 3 Ancient Stacks up for Tidehunter, as our Observer kindly pointed out. And no boots early on Juggernaut, but he will buy him right now, or it looks like it.
Yeah, I thought he had it once that first blood, but he is rather slow. Also now Smash is Wex, so he's got some increased move speed, and he could be a little bit more versatile in lane, I suppose.
So the early Ring of Prot probably means the early Aquila, which means that they're looking to put pressure on towers early, which they should. They have Enigma, they have Broodmaster, they have Tidehunters. They're looking to take team fights.
Ooh.
Oh, buddy.
Oh, he's faking the clap out, but he needs 1 more. He's not going to get it. Oh, he's eating so much tower damage. Uh-oh.
Fog's going to take harass from the tower.
There he goes. He's also going to eat a bit of it. They're going to be forced to regen up a bit. And
dude, where's the Nature's Prophet been? I think he came in for that kill, too. Now that he's going to get a free rune on bottom.
He had plenty of mana to TP in. He has 5 stick charges.
They only needed 1 more attack. Uh-oh, now it's bottom lane. Smash, make it go. Tornado, EMP. Boom! They get it done. See you later. Nice revenge right there for Smash from the early first blood.
I think that's actually huge. The fact is, I mean, he's got 14 CS, so they stop him farming and they get the kill, and that does get involved with Smash. So, I mean, now he's able to farm mid lane. They're going to go in as for it. Can they get the kill this time? Miss Cow with the blocks, and they come in. Frost Blast gets the kill for Fogged. And finally, they commit a couple there.
You know what, I gotta tell you, when he introduced himself to me, he said Mystico.
Did he?
He did.
I'm not pronouncing it yet as Mystico.
He just added the A. Not
the
like
way he capitalized the end of it though, Ben. It was like, no, guys, it's supposed to be Missed Cow.
We casted and said Missed Cow like at least 10 games before this. So.
He's had Mystico for a much longer time than Mystico.
Yeah.
I just felt like, though, he was like, you guys have been saying it wrong. Let me just emphasize this for you.
Well, why don't we just ask Travis? He knows Spanish.
Okay, you know what? I'm done.
Mr. Bueno?
I'm out of here, guys.
Can't
handle this.
Mystico?
Can't work in these environments. Unbelievable.
Well, we talked about how Puppy's going to pretty much have the time of his life in the jungle. He's already got a Soul Ring, a couple more wards to throw down. Not too shabby. He's level 6. At just before 5 minutes, that's reasonably good time. You're looking
very
at
good.
4:30 is usually in a pro situation. Oh yeah, what about that hole, baby? Waves it on home, dig it. Can they get it on Nature's Prophet, though? Yes, they can, and it's going to be Simba with that Anchor Smash to seal the deal.
They get involved early. They get the black hole. Definitely worth it. Easy kill on Mihawk, who just gets caught out and a bit unfortunate. So that's the thing. They have Puppey jungling. He's getting farm. So they have better kill participation, and they can get into the creep waves here and start pushing down these towers pretty soon, which I think is very important, like you talked about.
It's really important that they put Lich mid, though. The longer they delay S4, the better time a PA is going to have. He's not even level 6 yet, and it's almost 6 minutes in as their mid laner, which is really tough.
Split. He's only got 15 last hits. That's actually just not really where S4 wants to be at this point. He'd like to be very close to that blink tower, but he's probably not even near it yet. Kuroki will pick up the, I believe, Invis rune. He bottles that up, so he'll have that to work with. He should be close to his Omni Slash. He's probably not level 6 yet, but
not
he's
even level 5.
But that's going to be a huge ability. And this is the thing. Secret are just going to have these abilities, and they're just going to start running at the towers. And not today, because they do have Quaswix, they have some way to alleviate that. EMP is going to be huge, like you talked about against the Brewmaster. So
and Tide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that. We'll see if he can land the big Invoker Wombo combo to really disorient and crowd control Secret's big team fight.
Orchid's going to be really important, too. It's very important that Smash gets his Orchid up ASAP. I mean, you think Cold Snap's good versus these heroes. Orchid's so good versus Juggernaut and Brew.
If he can get a good type Orchid and make a be a big force in the mid game, it would allow Evo to kind of build up farm for himself to really take it home in the later parts of the game. Because PA later in the game going against Secret's lineup could be reasonably well. We do question how much she'll be able to get done against some of these big ultimates. You know, only so much survivability can take you so far. So we'll see if they can set that pace for themselves.
Looks like Mihawk is going to be going for... He has the Gloves of Haste now, so he could still go Treads, but I think he might be going for a Midas. I don't know how much gold he actually has on him now.
I mean, he's not going, like... Clearly, he's not really getting involved in any sort of early skirmishes.
Yeah, I think he just wants to farm, and I don't think he really... it might be Treads. He doesn't have much gold, so I don't know if he bought something that's on the courier. Looks like he might... Yeah, I think it is Treads.
Where is it?
Yeah, he's got the glove. He has the belt of strength, so...
Thank you, Blaze. Also Treads there for your...
Viz Kuroki.
Evo PA, and Kuroki's waiting at about... Still not level 6, so doesn't have the Omni Slash for this potential gank, but he's waiting. The longer he waits, he's losing farm. Top, Simba, going to be able to TP away from any sort of early harassment coming through as Fog makes the rotation up there. And Kuroki will show himself because they want to make a little bit of a push happen here, and Puppey's even getting involved. They're trying to quickly clear out these creeps so they can do as much damage as possible here on this tier 1.
They need to kill that healing orb, but they have no way to get to it. They need like a Nature's Prophet Shrian or something like that to kill it.
And they're TPing a couple in right now. Not that I want to mount a defense. Tornado's going to come in. It only hits onto Kuroki, and they won't have any follow-up for this. They've thrown out the Ignite. They'll try to maybe take down these Eidolons. They were going to use the Stifling Dagger on Puppey. They won't chase any further. And that'll be the end of the engagement, if it was even an engagement.
I mean, it does force a couple of rotations towards that mid lane on the side of not today at the expense of really nothing from Secret except for just going for a mild push. But here we go. Simba, after he already gets those arcanes, he's going to have his dagger relatively quick after this stack. So now you're going to be looking at some serious Blink Ravages coming through, and that's going to be the point when Secret are going to look to put the pedal to the metal.
Can I just ask you, are those A's at the end of his name really necessary? It's a lot of A's.
He needs to add an A for every win. That's what I heard.
It's a legit strat, dude. You make a lane as long as possible so your opponents get distracted.
They're like, God damn those A's! I would have had that kill, but those A's threw me off.
You can't even see the HP bars on the golems.
Do you think Universe gets jealous about Simba's name? Do you think he gets upset?
No. I can't really imagine many things upsetting Universe.
That's true.
Universe is a pretty badass name, though. I'm not gonna lie. I am Universe. What are you?
He's got that jacket too. So swag. It's the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
So Mr. Cow is gonna have to call for
Mystico.
Mystico. Okay, Mr.
Why is that A there, though? Did you ask him why the A was there?
You know what? I wanted to. I asked him for an interview, so he said not today. Oh my God. But maybe tomorrow he'll get an interview, and I guarantee that'd be one of the questions we will be asking him. Like, what the hell's with the deal with this A, buddy?
We asked the important questions here.
Yeah. Favorite food, favorite color. Why Dota?
I ask myself that question every day, man.
Why Dota?
Why Dota?
What is my favorite color? I thought
that's actually another question. I don't know.
That's
could be green.
That's what you ask yourself every day.
Yeah, it could be green, could be blue, maybe red today.
Today I'm feeling cyan. You know?
That's an interesting choice.
It's a light blue. It's kind of almost feminine, but can be a little masculine.
You know, you got that. Yeah, the hint of masculinity.
It's too deep.
It's fine.
Really?
Too deep?
Yeah. Hey, look, guys. It's
What's
Bruno.
your favorite color?
Blue. I like to keep it simple. Fuchsia, forest green,
magenta.
That's way too complex, man.
Turquoise.
Simple.
If you're going Quas Exhort, it's fine to sit back and farm, maybe get up a Necro Book, split push a little bit. But Quaswex, you want to be able to fight, I think, early on.
I think he had to go Quaswex this game. If they didn't, they'd be playing a farming war, which they'll end up losing because of their ultimates, which are really, really good versus BKB. Like Blink Ravage, Blink Black Hole, or Steve is just straight Black Hole.
Tornado catches EMP, no more Ravage for you if that connects, and Simba's
still
gonna
has
have to...
Arcane in 10 stick charges.
Ow, the fire!
Still tanky.
But I think Secret's going to group up at some point, and the question is, how is Not Today going to react?
S4.
Is their Invoker going to be good enough to handle the fight, or is Secret going to be good enough to dodge all the tornadoes and the EMPs thrown their way, or is Secret just going to get their BKBs?
Big Ravage on 2! Now Anchor's back. Bonk! He's blown the hell up. Now they're going for Ewo here. They want a 2-for-1 special, but Cyber Monday is already passed here. But the Bears, they're not letting up yet. The necessities are out right now. Ewo in big trouble. If a Furion is looking to get in on this action, Ewo's still able to get away from this. Steps out. Cycle going to be thrown up here as Smash comes on forward. And now it's going to be them on the hunt. Quick Swap's going to put S4 on top of the high ground right there. Big Daddy EMP flies through, and Ewo, even on the lowest of life, wants to bring it on to Big Daddy, and they do get that kill, and they take down S4. Nice return fire coming out from Not Today.
It's actually just a really good turnaround coming out from Not Today. Smash getting involved, getting those tornadoes up and hitting the EMP, really important. And I think they could, they could have gotten more. I feel like Secret should have been there. They just had the Ravage and they had kind of little follow-up coming out from the split, but they could have gotten Ewo, I think.
I mean, it was a 2-for-1 and then a tower too, so I wouldn't even say it's that great of a win for either team. It's not even. Secret did trade Ravage and Brew Ultimate though, so that's a pretty big win.
Here we go. It's smoke time. What was that, Blaze?
They had vision. There's the ward on the high ground there.
Okay. Thank you, Blaze.
I'm pretty sure they had vision, and they should have saw that smoke. But
well, did they though?
The Secret aren't really making any rotations. Maybe now Croaky's coming through the jungle. He can get picked off, but he is Blade Fury. He should be okay. Ignite's going to go through rather. The Fire Blast coming in. Now the Ignite. Now he's going to Blade Fury and TP away. Chain Frost. Fogged. Oh, he almost threw it. He was looking for it. He couldn't get it off.
So close.
Nice Malefice by Puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was solid.
Group.
They could have just gone for an easy kill on Panda. He didn't have his ultimate up.
Yeah.
It would have been so much simpler for them to do. It's like Fire Blast and a Cold Snap, boom, you're dead.
They went around. They wanted to find somebody in the jungle instead.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's that important to keep down Kuro because he was spending a lot of time like not running around that much, and he's just so insanely difficult to kill. Just can TP easy, unless you want to use Chain Frost level 1, which is really long cooldown. I don't even know if that's worth it for Smoke plus Chain Frost.
And you might want to save that for the Black Hole too, if you do get caught out, if there's like a big team fight. Just have that long range cancel, but I think right now Kuro doesn't have enough farm. I think you're right. I don't know if there's enough really to say we need to get this kill. S4 certainly would have been easier, but PA now has the Mithril Hammer looking like it is going to be that BKB, which makes the most sense. Simba actually has the highest net worth in this game.
Yeah.
The Watermelon Man.
Those ancient farms he got earlier, and he still has another double stack he was working through, and he gets it right there. I mean, he's been finding the farm. He's been finding the way on his Tidehunter here. Not too shabby.
But Invoker has Orchid fairly soon. Just 700 gold left until that. And
do you think that's going to be the point when Not Today look to kind of turn it up a notch?
It's just a marked difference in their playstyle. Instead of kind of defending towers against Secret, they can actually go in the offensive. And like a kill like on the Juggernaut would have been so easy with the Orchid. So they can actually make a much less
two chuckleheads right here.
They
go ahead and make a go on Roche. They got the value waveform here, even the magic missile.
So they have Wave of Terror. I don't think they have Medallion. They're going to mech. Yeah, they'll be fine, I think, for the most part. And obviously Not Today aren't checking this, so this is going to be a free Roche and an Aegis for whoever wants it from Secret. So, yeah, the Wave of Terror just makes this so easy for the most part.
Yeah, no one near here, so Not Today.
It's going to be S4s.
Not going to be on this whatsoever. So S4 is like, thank you, gentlemen, for starting that one off. I'll take what all that hard work you put in. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. See you later. Really appreciate it.
Very nice stuff. Right, so Secret, man, they find their own little bit of a Roche right there, and Not Today are going to, unfortunately, have to swallow that pill, and well, they'll kind of move on through.
He is still the most important hero to carry it, though. Like, no one else should really get the Aegis besides him. Right now, that is. Because Juggernaut shouldn't die because they don't know that he has Orchid coming up very soon.
Hey,
damn, look at that timing from the tornado. EMP, but
Ogre should have probably hung around, you know, just maybe casually throw a Fire Blast and see where things could go from there.
He was walking up. He has a DD. Oh, the blueberry. So
ripe, so juicy.
Yeah, tasty.
Falling out of your mouth.
They're going to TP bottom. They take the tier 1 tower finally. They put a lot of pressure on that, so it's good that they finally got the tower. But you expect them to take towers with this lineup, but they've already taken 2. The top tier 1 and the middle tier 1 as well. So if they can keep getting that farm, And also, Mihawk doesn't have much farm in his own right. Cycling dagger, big dagger, no
and the
tail.
wrap. Beautifully.
Boom.
That was nicely executed. They had Nature's Prophet throw out the ultimate. They knew what they wanted. They got it. Nice little hit job right there.
Not the biggest priority target, but a kill's a kill. They're leading 6-4. Simba, though, he's going to have his 4-staff soon, man. This guy is on a tear. He knows how to play some Tide Hunter. Did he steal that?
Nope.
No.
No, he didn't. Close. Admirable effort right there for Evo, but S4, man. That's my bottle. I've been hitting the bottle all day. My room.
Shouldn't tell people that.
You know, we'll get him in AA after this game.
It's troublesome that not that they can't find any towers though while they're losing their own. None of them are getting denied. None of them are really getting contested. At least the two T1s that have already fallen, and not today just aren't getting enough.
Whoa! Tornado. Oh, Ghost Walk there, and oh, poor Ogre, he gets chopped the hell up. Thanks, friend.
Smash is like, I'm gone. Goodbye.
Good luck. And a quick grab right there for Secret in that top lane. And Big Daddy's been pretty selfless. Oh, look at that little tree on. Nice double stack.
The
Blocked
cheeky
it.
plays. Got him.
Good grab.
Maelstrom, okay. So he's not going for the Midas. I thought he would be going for like a recovery Midas at like 12, 13 minutes, but they're going to go on no tail concept. It was a bit
Just
awkward.
two rotations.
It's really awkward.
Oh,
Gush,
with the blink
blink. Is
forward.
there going to be a Ravage? Chain Frost is going to bounce through from Fog onto no tail as well. Fog gets blown up, swap out. Smashes Ghost Walk. There's the Sentry War. They're going to chase him down. And they might have a blink. They don't see him. There's another Sentry coming through. S4 is invis. They jump on him. They have no more detection, though. And he just makes a stealth play. This guy's an assassin. He gets out.
Do they have Orchid on Invoker yet? If they do, it's probably a kill with no.
He has the recipe. He's got everything. Just needs to send it to him.
Yeah, they need a TP.
Oh, Smash. Black Hole's going to come in as well. And there's the split. Smash is going to fall here. Tide Hunter comes in as well. They do have the Ravage available. This is not today's fight. Mihawk needs to get out immediately, but now he's dead. He's gone from the earth. Back to the trees. Mist Cow, however you want to pronounce his name, he's going to chase down as well. Cyclone up in the air. Look at him float. They will back off. They don't want to commit too much to this, even with the Ravage. I don't think he has mana for it, actually.
He still has Aegis, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, it's not worth
They're
it.
trying to catch one on their own. They see Simba a little far from the group, maybe thinking to make a go, but now they're going to go ahead and come together. Those big ultimates, not up quite yet, but here they go. Mist Cow eating so much damage. Your Ogre going to go down. That was what I imagine being a bit of a misplay right there, and they're going to follow through with more if they can get it. Jump forward, clap. Zoning EMP, not going to catch on anyone, but now a dagger in the back of S4. Can they commit? They can. Oh, quite
Drunken Haze.
below.
Wow, the mech keeps him alive. The
man.
soul burn.
He's still alive. Yeah, I did it. I did it.
And they had the Aegis anyways. I don't understand like what they're going to get out of that. It's just they kind of engaged in a really weird situation where they had Ravage up still. Brewmaster was cooling down. Omni-Slash ult, I think, was just coming up. And it was like 5 versus like 3 for the most part.
It's pretty awkward.
Yeah, it was not high school prom-esque, I'd
And maybe
say.
Fog still had Chain Frost from that prior mid-engagement. Maybe things could have gone a little bit better for him in that situation, but unfortunately it just wasn't quite cinched up together.
He needed his Orchid on him earlier too. If Brewmaster doesn't go up that fight, they can actually take it. But actually, I guess it wouldn't matter because he still had Aegis. But they're not really getting too much done with their PA and Invoker combo.
And she had that Mithril Hammer for like 5 minutes, and she has ceased to farm though. Like she just came to too many fights where she might have been better off farming the jungle and just trying to get towards that BKB instead of.
Yeah, they either had to like fully commit with like an Orchid on someone and then just burst them down immediately,
Right.
or split up around the map, look for smart picks. But they're kind of like doing a little bit of both, and they're not getting anything accomplished because Secret, they already have their Blink Daggers, they have the Aegis, they have their mech. It's just too many items to deal with at this point in the game. They need their BKB up.
And it's not even like Not Today have better late game because Secret have all these abilities. You get Refresher on Tide, and obviously Black Hole's good. Juggernaut's going to be able to carry a decent amount. S4 will get Vlad's AC. They're going to find poor Mihawk. He gets caught out. He's dead, but it's starting to look. I think Not Today had a good start, and they're kind of just floundering a little bit for the most part. And they did use Ravager there as well, so.
You're going to need to dig deep and shake that one off because it's feeling like Seeker
I still
slowly
think
getting
they can
grab the
take this
reins.
fight right here. This is a good fight for them to take. There's no Ravage. Nature's Prophet is going to be up, and it's at their T1 tower, but doesn't look like they're going to defend it. And like after they've lost like what 3-4 team fights in a row, now they will finally okay, well we'll just not fight. But it's a little bit too late. The damage has been done.
Yeah.
They had to commit that from like the first get-go and just kite the Panda ultimate if possible.
I mean, they got the Tier 1 tower top, but that is not the best competition because they lost the Nature's Prophet. Maybe if they can get the Spit tower, but I imagine they're going to try to rotate and defend this, and it's not even going to take. I mean,
Never
Hero's not a
last
pushing
time.
hero. He's going to pop
Blink.
the invis, and he'll be fine, but or maybe not. They're coming in from the side here. It's
They
going
have
to
a
be a
sentry
score.
still.
Well, Mihawk, he is going to split push. All right. And this is either going to get denied or taken by the Treants.
Did he get Maleficus?
Swap, sentry. That was another awkward engagement.
Cancel the TP. Way well bottom. They do end up getting a hold of Mihawk. They take him apart, and well, here we're going to see a potential follow through. Fogged in big trouble. Caught out. Will be smacked down. It's Simba now dominating in this one. Secret continue to put on a clinic for now. Not today, and they're trying to make the best of it, going for their own objectives here in top lane, pushing towards this tier 2, and you can see Secret have a lot more bars on their side.
That's how you know. That's how you know you're winning. No-Tail just kind of TP'ing into certain doom. Maybe not. TP coming out from Misko. Smash is going to Ghost Walk. Misko will fall. Okay. That looked bad for a second for Big Daddy, but he was fine, actually.
Owner's there. They don't even need Kuro. He's been farming the enemy territory all the while, and but they're getting a lot done with just 4. Just goes to show where Secret's at this point in time. And Smash, he's on a personal solo hitman squad right now on his Ghost Walk mission, trying to get hold of someone, making use of this Orchid, but not quite getting it.
He's that Gloves of Haste as well. We used to see Maelstrom sometimes on Invokers. I don't think that's Maelstrom. I don't know. What is that?
Do they see him? Did they see the Jug? I think so. They'll see him right now.
They see him now.
Uh-oh, they walk right through him. Orchid immediately. Can they burst him down in time? Can we get some more crits? We can! Slashes and dashes. Jug!
Okay. Ewo's second net worth now. It's not looking as bad. They've taken a couple of towers. They put some pressure on. It is the Midas coming out for Smash. So getting the recovery Midas at 20 minutes, that'll help his farm out a lot. I don't know. What do you think, Merlini? Is this game still looking okay?
They already lost too many fights in the early game for them to win at mid. Like, if they had a really snowbally start, then PA can kind of crush them and the Orchid can do a lot of work, but that window's already passed. They've already gotten a lot of use out of Brew Ultimate and like the first Aegis. So I think if their timeline for winning should be delayed to, like, 45 plus. And if you're in that sort of timeline, then I think it's okay.
That's asking for a lot, man.
Yeah, it is asking for a lot, but what are they going to do? Just fend off the pushes and then just slowly but surely choke themselves to death? That's how it would be with their ultimates too. So I think it's okay for them to do so and just dodge fights from Secret, outfarm them, and eventually you'll get BKB up on Invoker, BKB up on PA, and hopefully
you're supposed to dodge fights, Mihawk. What are you doing?
These are the kinds of things you need to avoid, and
I just feel like their playstyle isn't ones to dodge fights and wait it out, unless it was something like Ewo playing against Morphling, where she likes to play. It feels like when he picks PA, it's like, let's make some fights happen, even if we're at the disadvantage.
Yeah,
so
I still really feel like the PA pick was a very big blunder.
I think the patient play is not going to be there from Natus. I think they're going to continue to be very aggressive.
I don't think there's another way for them to play it, though, at this point. I mean, what exactly are they going to do in team fights? Unless they get, like, a perfect chain of execution, like a Tornado, Cold Snap, EMP on the Panda, while, like, I don't know, Tidehunter accidentally blinks into a Tornado.
It's just not going to happen.
And then, like, a Chain Frost hitting the Enigma. I don't know, just like... I mean, that stuff does happen.
When the stars align.
Yeah, when the stars align, I think they can win a team fight. But right now...
The Juggernaut walks off a cliff, then swaps into the enemy team.
There's a DC, they don't care to pause. Let's change the computer. I don't need to pause it.
Well, sometimes you'll get the lucky time Tornado as they're blinking.
Yeah, I mean...
Stuff like that happens.
It's plausible.
It's plausible, but it's unlikely. So they can either go to a more reliable route, which is delaying the game, and not fighting.
I mean, Puppy already has his BKB. This is the one hero that hasn't really been stifled this entire game, besides Simba, obviously. Like,
Lich will always be there with that pesky Chain Frost mod, mind you, so even with your BKB Black Hole, it's not going to be
He'll be there with the Chain Frost. That'll die 2 seconds later after he gets, I don't know,
really
blown up.
needs to wait in the backdrop.
But he's really far ahead, right? He can just put the Lincolns and then be completely immune.
And then, then you really can't do anything against
And then
him.
Refresher, too. For
the Refresher.
Yeah, I mean,
I would imagine that, yeah.
They still have a lot of room to grow, and Chain Frost is simply not going to be a good solution.
Ewo's starting to get up there. I mean, he's got his Basher. He has started to farm, and he needs to put a lot of work in. Smash is going to find Kuro, the Ghost Walk. They know he's here.
Good thing he did not commit on that. They see the little footsteps, and they're like, what the hell's happening over here?
Simba has his pretty much his Refresher in a couple thousand gold or 1,000 gold or so, and then he's good to go.
Look at his farm. He is right there neck and neck with PA. Tidehunter, man.
What a swap.
Back, gut. Tornado does catch on Big Daddy, but just going to be on the solo support. And nice silence right there. And, well, doesn't matter. As they still able to take down that Lich top lane, you're going to see Kuroki say farewell to little Mihawk and send him back. Ewo, I mean, he did get the memo. He's got to focus a little bit of that personal me time. I got to build up the farm. I got to bring the right click. I got to bring it back, put my team on my back.
I don't know, man. Smash is... He could take over this game, even with an Invoker, Quasflex, no matter what. He's going to get some levels pretty soon. Who knows what item he goes for after he has this Midas starting to roll, and he can start taking over this game. I mean, he's made good plays, and you talked about it. If there's any way that they can win fights, it's going to be through Orchid, through EMP. It's going to have to be on his back, as it always is.
I'm just curious if it's enough, man. So much team fight on the side of Secret, and if you're not sporting something like a BKB, you're going to be on the back end of a lot of trouble if you're not in a good position.
He's the top of the G2A MVP voting for a reason, guys. Let's be honest here.
Don't tell him. You can't let it get to his
No,
head.
yeah, it's true. He doesn't need to know.
See if they can get it done.
Hashtag
Now,
solid.
though,
If not today can somehow get under Roshan, the second Roshan, I think it'd be really good for them. But I don't know how they're really going to do it. I guess they have some decent amount of damage, but I don't know. I feel like Secret's very vigilant about that. They have, what, Panda sitting there right now.
ooh, look at this. Little Smash Boy.
This
He has
is what they need to
BKB
make.
though.
Yeah, this is a tall order if you want to make the go with Big Daddy. They want it.
There's the BKB.
Puppy immediately turns back. BKB and I might have a hole for you, boy. Wow, you can't hide anywhere. It doesn't matter if you're going to be invisible. We're going to get you. And there is a chain frost. It will stop it, but there's a Ravage immediately to follow. It is going to be Fogged and Smash who hit the deck. Trying to turn their attention to Big Daddy, but they can't quite get it. Unfortunately, in the hit of the fray, they lose Ewo, and it's a double kill for Puppy. Oh, that BKB. I don't think
Did they not
really
see that?
trying to analyze the
I'm not
situation.
sure. It looked like they didn't see it, or they just didn't care. They know they had him go for a risky play. But as soon as he got Orchid, boom, BKB. And
I mean, like, I just saw that fight playing out, and only that way, and only that particular way. And not today
Puppy
loses so
forgot he had a
much.
BKB. You can hope for some things.
Puppy's not going to make that play, man. 9 times out of 10, Puppy's going to be like, just going to hit my button real quick. Okay, we're good. We're fine.
It looked like they kind of expected them to be there, too, with the positioning that they had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Secret are just, it feels like they're 2 steps ahead of him in this game. Even if Kuro's not getting the most farm, which is, by the way, kind of unusual because Kuro finds farm everywhere, and he generally is so good at getting CS on the map. But this game, he's letting the rest of his team do it for him. This is what makes Secret so dangerous. It's not like it's just Kuro doing all of the work. It's all of them, honestly.
They're each very individually talented players who have found a nice fluidity with each other.
Well said.
I tried. Fluidity was a hard one to put out there, but I got it somehow.
See, that's why I don't go for those words, man. That's too
It's
tough.
crazy. I know. I could look either really smart or like an idiot.
Give us some SAT words, Ben.
Ben, you're a man.
What,
Wordsmith.
fluidity?
No, like any SAT word. Give us something. You said something earlier when we were at Geometry.
I don't know. Ambivalence.
That's-
is a very
see, there-
common
there
word.
we go.
What'd you say? That
Ambi-
wasn't English. You're lying.
See, I don't know Spanish, so I don't know if he's lying or not.
Dude.
It's not Spanish.
Belligerence?
Oh my goodness.
It is what it is. So another small hiccup, another small pause, as
It's not looking
this
good.
one.
That TP sound though.
I'm
I know, it's
very,
like really, it got really intense. Like, okay, someone's
very
thank you.
skeptical of not today's chances.
I agree. As much as I like the Peruvian squad plus Fogged,
Yeah.
the honorary Peruvian, it's really not looking good.
It's rough. It's rough. You never know. This is Dota after all. I've seen some crazy throws, so we'll have to see. But overall, it's just very uniformed here from Secret, pretty much doing exactly what they want. And even though we're trying to dig deep and believe, and not today, I don't know if it's going to be enough for this PA to try to take it on through. And we'll get right back into it. And hey, how you doing, Kuro? They might do it. They did do it.
Oh, and then there's Roshan.
Space created, fools, as my team gets Roche. My ages.
That's my nerd voice.
Is this going to be S4 Aegis again? This time he is helping the team, though. He's not coming walking by, stealing it real quick, and then backing away.
I was like, this time I'll help out a bit. Why not?
Super pressure. Oh, God. This is going to get ugly quick, I think.
Oof. The Melon Man picks up the
26
melon
minutes.
ball.
26 minutes for pressure. We usually see that like 32-ish.
What time?
26.
Nice.
26. Did you get that?
Can you say that in
26.
Spanish?
Right?
I don't know
just did it.
Spanish, Ben.
I just said it. 26, I think it is, right? Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I think I said it right, dude.
26.
26.
It's German.
Can I get a thumbs up from anyone? No? You don't care? Thanks. Okay. Here we
got it.
go. 8 to 18. It's Puppy, believe it or not, at the top of the net worth chart on his classic Enigma.
It's really that shocking, though, with the way this game has gone and with it being secret.
Well, I was expecting when they didn't invade early, they didn't contest the jungle, that Puppy was going to have a pretty good time finding his farm. And
you were right.
He's made great use of all of his black holes. And
Just a
he doesn't
disgusting
hesitate.
game.
He just uses them. He's like, okay, whatever, I want to kill.
Former captain
Smash.
of Navi, but
Goodbye, friend.
Smash quickly realizes he's in a 3-in-1 pickle and gets shriveled up.
What do you
Just
buy?
ganked
Yule's
up on him.
recipe?
Yeah, okay. Yules.
Useful versus getting Omni Slash, I suppose, but nothing else is particularly good.
Would you like to see maybe like a Hex here or what?
I think Hex is slightly better. Blink also pretty good,
Okay.
but
What about Iwo? What's his next item? Does he finish up the Abyssal, go for another item?
he needs a lot more items. He needs to be like 2 items ahead of the Jug, and right now he's not even 1 item
He
ahead.
needs everything.
The thing is, he didn't go for Battle Fury, which isn't so, it's not so bad, I think, but the fact is he's not getting the farm, and a Battle Fury could benefit him a lot, helping him farm a lot quicker.
If BKB prevents you from dying, it's good, but he already died once. They have Black Hole and Swap and Omni Slash to cancel TPs during
Yeah.
BKB, so he can't really kill anyone during
There's the
BKB.
swap. BKB's going to go. They're going to maybe chase this and try to fight. S4 still has Split. They still have Black Hole. They still have Refresher.
Look,
Ravage.
you
This
can't
is
do
just,
anything.
You can't fight into this.
It was just 1 4-step that kited him.
And there goes that BKB, and they just jump on Misko. He's like, I'm up here on the high ground. Okay, I'm dead now. Goodbye, everybody.
Yeah, I got a riddle for you. Huh? S4, classic walk into the MP. Gives that one over.
It's fine. Let me battle up real quick. I got an Aegis. It's
No
okay.
problem. And really at this point with Secret, nice commanding lead. At this point in the game as we get ready to approach the 30-minute mark. I think it's time we go high ground, boys.
Yeah,
knocking at the front door of not today.
You don't make a mistake here and you win the game. It's just that simple, I feel like. There's no... I mean, the BKB might be cooling down. It's coming up for
They
Evo
have their
soon,
big
but...
ultimates. 2 big Ravages. They win a team fight here, they could win the game. We've seen it already.
Are you
plenty
kidding?
today.
They're going to get a DD rune probably as well for somebody.
Hi, that's mine. Thank you.
Bottle that up and... He's got a club. That thing will hit hard.
Note.
Oh, God damn it.
Don't think we forgot. Thanks, Coddle guy.
No problem, dude.
I like them on notes.
I'm hanging my head in
Secret
shame.
looking good. Want to win.
Fog feeding.
Sorry, the Montno is just kind of sleeping at me right now.
Yeah, there was a time.
It's rough right now, and really, if you're not today, you're just kind of hoping and praying that Secret will just kind of hand something over.
Hoping for the 4x
Take care of
multicast.
He needs to get that Axe. He's actually pretty close. With an Axe, maybe. Maybe something happens as long as he doesn't, run into the entire team like he just did 5 seconds ago. That could be pretty good. But,
He doesn't have any mobility though, and they can also healing ward up multicast.
They have a lot of sustain. The mech, the healing ward.
It's 14,000 net worth lead. Casually.
Pretty much have taken control of this game from the get-go, both XP and gold-wise. Not today, not really finding the rhythm in this one. Wave to the low ground. Pushing on forward is Big Daddy, and it looks like they potentially going to go for another push here. They can assert their dominance as they have all the big team fight ultimates at the ready, and really what are Not Today going to do to try to stop them?
I almost think they need a miracle here, to be
I mean,
honest.
Civic could just casually jump in and throw out a first Ravage, just kind of set the pace, and Puppy can wait behind for now.
I mean, that Tornado's gone now, and S4's just going to jump in. He's going to get Orchided, yes, but he still has the Aegis, so he's completely fine with that. They take tier 3. He is making space. He doesn't want to give away his life for nothing, but he will. Okay.
It's only cost him a Tornado EMP. Not too shabby.
1 life down, like 6 ultimates to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the tier 3 is already dropped. The Rax is now exposed. Our homeland being invaded here. The attack on Not Today.
Nice.
That was an anime reference.
It was. And I'm probably the only one that got it here.
Yeah, and I don't really watch anime. It's crazy.
Oh, they have a gem.
Smash comes out, the Tornado does go, and he just gets blown up by Kuro. The
my
Blade
God, it's
Fury
like a
comes in.
Ninja blender right over here.
And they're going to keep going. The split's used. Misko's getting chased down. So much for the use of that Aghanim Scepter. He does blow up 1 Panda. That's good. Boulder Toss is going to fly, and they're going to chase after the Rax now. They're going to go to work. Crit goes in. They blow up no tail. Okay, good start. Range Rax in some trouble here. They still have a lot of the ultimates coming in.
Not even backdoor protection can help with that one.
They don't even
Oof.
care.
Doesn't matter. They take what they want and they leave.
That could have been a lot worse, to be honest. That could have been so much worse for
I mean,
Not
yeah,
Today.
they could have
For
made the
Not
most
Today?
out of all those team fights.
It could have been a lot better too if you didn't walk into them. Ghost walking through the gem.
Yeah. Kind of a unfortunate mistake for Smash. Top lane Mihawk is split pushing, but I mean, Mihawk resorts to this a lot too. Like, he finds himself in a pretty rough position, and then this is true for a lot of Nature's Prophets, but you just try to split push, do what you can, get people across the map, and go from there. But this is not an easy game for a Nature's Prophet, especially one when you're behind.
And we'll see here. Manta now gonna
He's getting that exercise. Look at those highs. step. Hey!
Hey! Oh.
How are ya?
Hi. Oh,
We're back.
Pause. Bada bing, bada boom. A little bit of a
Volvo?
skip jump right there. Pull out the cartridge, blow on it, put it back inside, and
You gotta slap it down a couple of times too to make sure it works.
I think that was a valve in lag.
Some
so.
rough treatment, dude.
No, man, that's how you treat your old games.
I do what he does.
Yeah, no, but then you make sure it's really in there. You know what I'm saying?
That's what she said.
Jinx to both
My
of you.
man.
That was
My man.
that set you up. Got him.
Here we go. Stop playing.
Like telepathic. How did you do that? That was actually pretty impressive. I'm actually in awe. That was.
Brothers from another mother.
They have Manta style. You can't kill him with Orchid anymore.
Uh-oh. They're reaching. Oh, can they get Kuro here? Oh, S4 jumps in and wants to rain on their parade. He goes into hack and slash mode, and now they can't even get a hold of Precious Kuro. He goes into spin to win, and it is going to be a Blake strike out from Ewo to get away from that potential danger. No one goes down. As I say that, though, Mihawk is going to be the one who does get caught out and drops. No ults expended for it.
Ooh, he got denied. What plays coming out from Mihawk? I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Blaze. The Lincoln
yeah,
Sphere picked up for the Enigma as well. This is what you're talking about.
No.
No, there's nothing they can do to stop this black hole.
Nice chain frost
That's
you got
not
there.
true.
Big deal. Want to fight
But it's-
about it?
They can refresh Chain Frost. They can also Abyssal him. Plus Chain Frost.
Oh, well, later on, down the road. Do they have the Abyssal yet for PA?
I don't believe so.
Yeah, so.
Road, dude, the road is like in construction right now. It's just like we have no road to go down. Oh wow! Long ball, swap, smack, Ravage 1, Ravage 2! Catches on, and they already have 2 now, make it 3. Fog goes, Miss Cal's gonna hit the deck, and I think that white flag is gonna get ready to get raised up on top of the pole.
This is where you leave the Dota game, I believe.
And not today. Not feeling this one. Secret just showing.
This was
Well,
just
they're a top-notch squad, looking to push ahead, be the first team to have be a 3-0. The top of the charts, leading in day number 1 of the Summit 2.
Arcana's disappointed how unfortunate doesn't win the game, but Simba has put some work in this game, and
Oh,
this is
yeah.
what happens when you give not only Simba Tidehunter, but more importantly, you give S4 Brewmaster first pick.
Puppy Enigma, man.
I mean, the thing is, like, what you have to ban so many heroes, like Io, like, obviously No-Tails Io, as well as Elder Titan.
Yep.
Like, those are the big 3. Brew, Io, and Elder Titan, I think. And if you give any one of those away, you're in a bad position. You have to give one away.
Yep.
And I guess they thought Brewmaster was the lesser of 2 evils, but the bigger thing is, like you said, giving it everything else away.
Well-
Like, they got every single hero, with maybe the exception of the Vengeful Spirit that they wanted in Kuroki's Juggernaut.
It's okay if you get something in return, but they first picked the Nature's Prophet. They had, what, Brew, followed by Ogre, Nature's Prophet. What is the Nature's Prophet in this game? Maybe a couple of ultis that secured kills, but they could have dominated the early game a lot harder,
Yes.
I feel like.
Yes.
and they
Would have
did.
been better if Nature's Prophet was looking to get more involved in some of the early
I
team
think so.
fights. and
Yeah.
getting global.
Yeah, they need to take down towers. Towers pushes came way too late, and now he has Blink Mjolnir, but he still can't do anything. You'll just get ulted.
Mihawk has been in this position many times. They always pick him this Nature's Prophet, and a lot of the times it just doesn't seem to work out. He's had great Furion games, but this is not one of them.
Yeah, I think like an A8 even first pick would have been a lot better for them, just because if they want to, do this like pick and roll kind of play style where they, gank them and don't really want the opponents to push. AA ult is just so darn good versus it. But
Smash is gonna live. They do
Yeah.
lose 2 heroes.
But
They
that's
get
it.
Venge in return, but the GG is called.
that was
Wow,
oogly.
that was so quick.
Secret
Secret wins! Boom! Game over. We
Secret
don't even
is
get to
gonna-
see the post-fight screen or nothing, guys. Wow.
Look at that. They're not even like. It's like, okay, another day at the office.
Job well done.
Good job,
They look like
guys.
they just lost.
We got the win, my
So now Secret 3-0, Cloud9 2-0, Vici 1-0. So
Yes.
1, 2, 3, all in place.
I think that's
ABC.
Secret being
There
3-0,
we
Cloud
go.
9 being 2 is kind of unexpected.